And it is a beautiful day here at Laker Turf Stadium, home of the Oswego State Lakers, as their men's lacrosse team will host the Clarkson Golden Knights for their home opener. Hello, everyone. I'm your play-by-play commentator today, Brayden Pierce, alongside with my good friend here at color commentator, Cameron Cam. This is definitely a tough matchup for Oswego. Last time these two teams faced was last season. Didn't go Oswego's way back on March for the last year. 15-6 loss. Hoping to look to maybe kind of even things out with Clarkson and try and go 2-0 this to start the year.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough test for the Lakers today, but it's going to all start in goal. The Lakers goalkeeper, Seamus Hand, has been named to the SUNY first-team all-conference for the past 2 seasons. He's the anchor of this team. If Oswego is going to win this game, Hand is going to have one of his better performances of the year, facing, as you mentioned, a very high-powered Clarkson attack, an attack that scored over 200 goals last year. So the Lakers will be on the ropes the entire game, but with a very talented keeper net, they can certainly pull this one off.
Yeah, the good news is, at least for going into this game, Clarkson, they're coming in with only, obviously they played only one game, but they only managed to score 7 goals in their victory, winning only 7-6. But the 6 goals allowed, obviously, since they're the only one that played one game in the Liberty League. It's ranked first, but their defense is nice. You got to look at the other side on the opposite end for Clarkson and net. Griffin Emerson has been one of the hottest goalies in the Liberty League by far.
Yeah, the Lakers' attack is led by Hayden Coney. He's definitely the main man that the Lakers are going to need to go to for their offensive generation. But this is a very, very talented team that has a fair amount of depth. But yes, as you mentioned, Clarkson playing in a very strong league. Their defense has been battle tested throughout the years. So the Lakers will need to have a very, very cohesive, very systemized attack if they want to get some goals in on Clarkson today.
And both sides already shake hands as the refs go over the rules, as we are only moments away from the start of Oswego men's lacrosse action. Again, Oswego entering this game 1-0, the same as Clarkson, as looking to take the draw. It'll be Austin. Actually, for Oswego, Austin Sirota will be taking the draw. Then Jamie Rhodes will be taking it for Clarkson. And here we go for the start of the first quarter of action, as Rhodes is able to win the draw. And he's still actually trying to battle it with Sirota. Someone's trying to pick up the ground ball, and there's a scrum right in front of Clarkson's side of the bench. And Clarkson will secure it, and they will look for the clear as Emerson has it.
Oswego is definitely going to have to control the physicality in those scramble situations. When you're playing a very talented team, Oswego is going to ensure that they don't get bullied and pushed around by this group of talented players. If they can impose their physical will and take control of this game, it will lead to better chances of victory.
And it looks like the refs stop play. I guess it's for a... I don't know if they're saying there's a possible offside call. I think for just getting at least their face-off unit out back onto the sideline and get some of the midfielders on. But no, it looks like Oswego is going to maintain possession, as helping to set up for the clear is James Azura for Clarkson. Just to remind you, Clarkson's in the green for today. Oswego in their white with the green shorts. Emerson has it as the Golden Knights look for the clear. Here's Garvey, and gets it over the middle, and Clarkson will set up offensively with possession of the ball.
Very interested to see how Clarkson will manage their attack, playing one of the best goalkeepers in the region. Will this be an attack that focuses on getting closer to the net, or will it be one focused on outside actions and screens to block the goalkeeper's view and get some clear shots in on net?
Hopkins at the top of the key, and he moves it to the other side near the wing over to Alfieri, and he gets down low behind goal line extended. Clarkson just trying to cycle the ball around, see if they can get an opening.
Very important for Oswego to keep their defensive shape, playing against Clarkson, a team that is shown early on that they're okay to be patient in their attacking.
Nice dodge from Hopkins. He's trying to drive his way in. The shot is just a little off target, but since it went off the net, the shot clock will be reset, and Clarkson still maintains possession.
Yeah, great block there by Gavin Angelo.
And Alfieri runs over a man, and looks like they're going to say it's a ward call as he went right through McAlery, and it'll be Oswego ball. And then the feed got knocked down. Great defensive work by Connor Hawley, the graduate. But Oswego will get the ball back, and now they'll set up offensively, just waiting for the substitutions to come on. As coming on the field, Logan Postel will get the feed off the SUNY Brockport transfer, who had a hot start to his freshman year with the Golden Eagles. He's one of the top goal scorers with them, as Elston has at the top of the key.
Elston is one of the key players for the Lakers today, coming out of midfield.
Bounce shot from Starwitz is just wide, but the shot will be backed up, and the Lakers will maintain possession, as that is Hayden Coney with the ball.
One steal.
And now the Golden Knights will take over possession. It's Garvey going down the right wing, but now feeds it over to Emerson. And the clear is successful. Clarkson is one of the better teams in being able to get clears off. Their clear percentage, compared to the rest of the Liberty League, is second best with a 90.9 success rate on the clear.
Yeah, it's a very important note. And for Oswego, it's going to be, if they're able to get a couple of those stops, a couple of those getting possession back when the ball is in a dangerous position for them, get some goals in.
And now back at X with the ball. Here's Holly, who now he'll take it at X, and taking with him is, looks like Starwitz was out there still for the Lakers, and his chance out in front, and good defensive work to prevent the shot. Looks like that was Logan Lynn who was giving some help, and the ball is loose and off the shot. And now there's what a nice little dodge in the shot. What a save there from Seamus Hand.
Hand showing us early why he's the best goalkeeper in the SUNY. Yeah, two incredible saves right next to each other.
Yeah, that was an excellent dodge from Mario Streif. Just a little step in, just almost like a little step back like you see in basketball to get that shot up, but excellent work from Seamus Hand just to get down low, use his body to help make the save. Here's Holly trying to move his way to the hole, but can't do so. And Clarkson will feed it around. Now all in front, and that's in! Syracuse buries it, top left corner, no help there. And Clarkson draws first blood with 10:52 left to go in this first quarter of play.
A great cut in by Syracuse there, just sneaking right in front of the goal. Oswego facing a very long defensive possession there. They kept their man in front of them for a while, but eventually with all that movement, it was a good job to find the open man right by the net. An incredible off-ball movement to get open in that dangerous area.
As Strife, showing off a lot of the agility, athleticism, really just sucked the defense up high, which is something you don't want at all if you're Oswego or any lacrosse team defensively. You do not want to be sucked up high towards the restraining line, and that's what allowed Syracuse to get open as Clarkson wins the draw. And now taking it up, that's the LSM, Tristan Dillon.
Now Clarkson playing with the lead. We saw them be patient early on their possessions. Now playing from ahead, it's likely that they'll continue that pace and attack. No need for them to rush anything as long as they maintain this lead.
And Alfieri going for the step dodge, and he's going to try and drive his way to the cage, and the shot is just a little wide right of the net. But that shot will be backed up by the attackman Robert Fox, who's been also a very hot player for Clarkson to start this season.
Yeah, Fox, their leading points man from last year, is back again. He's probably their most important player on the attacking end.
Goal scored by number 47, Peter Syracuse.
Ball being cycled around, and Syracuse now tries to get in front for Fox, and the shot is just wide right. Tried to go lefty on Hand, but the shot, and looks, wow, that was awfully close, but they're going to say Oswego has possession, as Holly was trying to plead his case to the ref, but nothing doing, and now Oswego will get their clear going, but the refs will stop play.
Another very dangerous attack there for Clarkson. Oswego clearly needs to shore up their defenses right around the crease. That shot there from Fox came pretty much from the exact same location that the first goal of the game came from. So that was an early area of concern for the Lakers on defense that they'll need to shore up.
Yeah, they just got to play tight to the hole and not be forced to play out near the perimeter. You got to just play tight, not give up anything inside, and then get those slides off. As Postel has it. Carrying along the right wing. Gets it up to Elston, and he dropped the pass, but is able to get it back, and he's being marked up by Azura. And he tries to speed dodger. Now gets up top to Postel on the shot, and that is wide left, but it'll be backed up by the Lakers as it's LeClaire. Tries to go up high, but now moves it to X. And a little roll dodge, and the shot is just a little high from Hayden Coney. But again, it is going to be backed up by Doran LeClaire.
You like to see Coney, if you're the Lakers, you like to see Coney getting busy early. He's their number one attacker, so even though that shot was a bit wild, you like to see him getting those attempts on that early. With his skill level, he'll get some goals today if he continues being aggressive.
Gotta watch out for Dylan Cone, though, for the Clarkson. He's one of their better defenders. So the shot is just saved by Emerson. That was a good attempt from Elston, and now LeClaire will be set up by Clarkson, and it is successful. As Fox has it near up high, and he'll get it a Holly past goal line extended, and it'll be cycled around as Syracuse has it for the Golden Knights.
Maintaining that pace and attack, expect to see more of that as this game goes on.
Top of the key, that was Derek Torres. He gets the pick, tries to drive in through the speed dodge, and he gets leveled. My goodness.
Wow, what a hit.
That was Colton Maher, and he goes down, and now the Oswego's going to try and go on the rush, but will not be able to on transition. But goodness gracious, Colton Maher just lowered the shoulder and ran right through the chest of Torres.
Yeah, an incredible hit. He was identified by Coach Andrew Daly as the most important defender for the Lakers, and we just saw why.
And now with possession for the Lakers, here's Coney. Tries to go for the low-to-low shot, and it's just a little wide, and Emerson was able to get to the ball first, so it'll be Clarkson ball.
Lakers got to limit those possessions where they go one and done. They did a good job on the last possession getting a few shots in, but they need to ensure that when they're on the attack, they're getting more than one shot on goal, because the caliber of Clarkson's defense means that what possessions that only feature one shot is not a recipe that is going to lead to victory.
Fox has it down behind GLE. He is being marked up by Ben Parada. Now they move it up high. As with possession of the ball, it's O'Rourke. And moving it back up is Alfieri. Just waiting for the rest of the substitutions comes on. Tries to go for the speed dodge. Nothing there. And we'll just cycle the ball around as Fox has it behind. Goal line extended. Marked up by Parada. Gets it to Holly. Moves up high now to Hopkins. Nice little spin dodge from Hopkins with the shot. And what a beautiful save from Hand. Going from high to low with the stick to try and make that save. And the Lakers will take over with 6:03 remaining to go in this first quarter of action.
Another great save by the keeper, but better work by the Oswego defense last on that possession, forcing a shot that wasn't at point blank. As long as the Oswego defense can force shots that are from the perimeter, Hand will have a much easier time using his amazing goalkeeper skills to save those kinds of shots.
And that was excellent defensive work by O'Rourke to create the turnover, just playing very physical, just staying on the hips and pushing out, forcing the ball to come loose and go out of play, and now Clarkson will take over as O'Rourke has it at the top of the key. Larry's marking him up. Trying to move towards the hole, can't find anything, so Clarkson will cycle it around. Hopkins has it up top. Tries to drive down the left wing. Nothing doing. Now back up top. So O'Rourke is going to go over the shot, but nice save from Hand. He saw it the whole way, and now the Lakers will take over as they are see maybe they could try and push transition. And no, they're just going to settle things down.
Another great save there by the keeper. We could see that one clearly from up here. No impediment on the visibility there of Hands. That should be something Clarkson tries to do in this game. Impair the visibility, impair the sight line of the talented Seamus Hand if they want to get more goals in the back of the net.
And looks like the defense for Clarkson really playing aggressive with getting their D middies really up high, as it's Postel who was backing up, waiting for Spinner to come off the substitution, and now he'll get it over to Starwitz. Goes for the dodge, and what a disgusting dodge. He's still moving his way through, shot, but stuffed by Emerson.
A great run at goal. You know, he was trying to go right, but defense forced him left. He adjusted to that and had a great shot on goal. But yeah, even better play by Emerson there in net.
And Fox will help cycle the ball around for the Golden Knights. They get their substitutions on, and the shot comes in, and what a beauty! Goodness gracious, William Goyette gets his first career goal, ripping it high up on the lefty shot, top left corner, and Clarkson extends their lead to 2 with 3:50 remaining.
Wow, that one was an absolute rocket coming in from the top of the key there. Nothing Hand could do there. This incredible velocity and great ball placement too. And for that to be his first career goal ever, what a way to start off your collegiate scoring career.
Yeah, that was just, my goodness, that was just disgusting. No, the defense didn't even see him. And it looks like a little too much physicality, I think, for a push in the back. So it is going to be Clarkson ball. Holly has it, and he'll take it up, down low to X, and he'll feed it over to Fox. Just waiting for substitutions to happen to get the offensive midfielders on. As that was Goyette, who subbed on again, scored that second goal. And he goes for the face dodge. To drive in for another shot, and that one's wide, but again, it'll be backed up. Roll dodge, and another shot saved by Hand. A great shot from Strife as well.
Yeah, that one was straight to the keeper. Much easier save that time, but yeah, Oswego defense may need to increase their perimeter pressure. We've seen Clarkson employ that strategy on defense with some effect. So as this clock continues to wind and Oswego continues to trail, we might see their defense and defensive midfielders push up more and force the issue to prevent some of those cleaner shots from the outside.
And Strife gets the feed off to Hopkins. Now Holly has it up top, and he's marked by Lamon, who tried to help get the clear for Oswego, but was unable to do so. Clearing the ball has been a little inconsistent so far for Oswego State. 4 of 6 right now. As the ball's being cycled around, no one there, and Fox gets it low to low. No slide there, and Clarkson is on fire as of the moment. Offensively, 3-0 with 2:11 left to go in this first quarter.
And what do we notice there? It's that exact same issue spot that's been the problem for the Lakers in this first quarter. It's where the first goal came from. Just to the upper right of the crease, Clarkson sneaking a player in that area, the Oswego defense not able to adjust in time, and good work by the Clarkson passers finding those men to dink it down to at a point-blank shot. Nothing that Hand can do there.
And Soroa gets pushed in the back, and he is down. And Russell stop play, and he'll get up, but he is definitely a little gimpy, as you can see with him walking. He's definitely hurt, but he'll try and walk it off. But the one thing I'm definitely noticing that Clarkson's offense does so well is that they try and they push their midfielders closer to the hole, and that forces the defense obviously to come up and try to get the slide off, especially if man's beaten. So that leaves the attackman to come in backdoor, wide open, and pretty much be able to bury easy shots just because you're one-on-one with the goalie.
Yeah, that's been the accent that's been killing the Lakers all game. So I'd like to see what Coach Andrew Daly makes some adjustments to defend that backdoor accent after this quarter ends.
Split dodge from Strife, gets it up top, and a low shot saved by Hand. But they're trying to clear it, and nicely done, and going his way through, and he just loses it, and that's going to be off Oswego was the last to touch it, but that was a good clearing attempt that was coming from Seamus Devine as he was trying to basically weave his way through 5 defenders, a chance out front, and now it's stopped by hand as Holly tried to actually strike that. That was not Holly who tried to bury that, but he takes it past the, and he's trying to move his way through. Hand, what about the goalie shot? Oh, and off the pipe!
Wow, that would have been an incredible moment. I don't ever think I've seen a goalie goal live in lacrosse. Hand trying to do it himself, that would have been absolutely incredible if it went in.
Hand trying to go coast to coast on that. He pulled off a roll dodge and somehow was able to get one-on-one with the goalie. But that one, as he just fell off the right iron, and no good. That would be amazing, though, if the first goal for the Lakers came on a Seamus Hand goal.
Yeah, I mean, they're currently getting shut out, so maybe they will need to try some more atypical offensive strategies to break through this Clarkson defense. I would not advise that Hand make those attacks by himself too frequently, but you know, these types of plays and these types of situations that change the pace of the game, that disrupt the common flow state that we see in collegiate lacrosse, whether it be transitional opportunities, is what the Lakers are going to have to do here.
That timeout was taken by the Lakers, and I'm blaming them. I mean, you got the clears so far have kind of been inconsistent. I will admit, the ride for Clarkson has been very aggressive. They've been really they're moving. They're not only just staying with the ball carriers, but even off ball. They're doing a good job staying with their man, just playing at the hips. They've done a good job playing physical. But then the other thing, too, is just, again, the system that the offense for this Clarkson team has just worked to perfection. And it's been a reason why they have been competitive against a lot of these other teams at D3. And obviously they have to. You're in the Liberty League. You're facing teams like St. Lawrence, RIT, some of the better D3 programs out there. So you got to do whatever you can to make things work and really make things confusing for opposing defenses, as we are under a minute to go, and the clear is successful as taking it over the midfield line was Goyette. Fox has it at X and will be cycled around now back up top. That's Alfieri.
Looks like they're holding for the last shot of the period. Definitely good strategy playing from way ahead already.
And he is taking Stochkovsky with him. Does a little hesitation. Nice little stop there, and they'll move it around. Now back up top. Goes for the face-down. Shot is wide left from Alfieri with 10 seconds left. They'll be backed up by Fox, so they might get one more chance here. Fox. Barada has got him marked up. Goes at X, goes for the roll dodge. Tries to center the shot. Nice shot from Holly, but saved by Hand. And that is going to do it for the first quarter of action. 3-0 Clarkson against Oswego. Lot of good offensive production we got to see from Clarkson and the way they were able to set things up. But also, you got to give credit to the ride and be able to really make things difficult for Oswego to get their offense set up.
Yeah, it's clear that Clarkson is coming into this game as the aggressor. A very high-pressure approach. And like you mentioned, in all phases of the field, they're not content to just let Oswego sit around and develop their attack in pace. Clarkson doing very well to control the pace of the game. But on the other hand, you got to give credit to Seamus Hand in net. He's had some incredible saves already, facing just a complete onslaught of shots from Clarkson. This game could be 5 or 6-0 already, if not for the brilliance of Hand. And the Lakers defense is definitely going to have to adjust to those actions, those high-low actions on the right side of the net that we saw result in 2 goals for Clarkson. So, as I said, very interested to see what Coach Andrew Daly is going to tell his team now in terms of making adjustments to halt this Clarkson onslaught as we get into the second period of the game.
Yeah, and if you look at the stats, the shots on goal right now, Clarkson leading that category 11-3. But the other category that's really stood out to me as well that we haven't brought up yet, that's really also dictated the way the first quarter went, was face-off. Jamie Rhodes, 4 for 4 on face-offs against Austin Sirota, and it's a big reason why Clarkson has had numerous offensive possessions.
Yeah, of course, being able to start a new possession after a goal has been scored with the ball is a major asset, and especially for a team like Clarkson that thrives in pressure. If you get the ball early more frequently, that will allow your team to be less tired, and that means on defense the players are more able to pressure, more able to get the ball back from Oswego. So everything going right now for Clarkson. Let's see if the Lakers can implement some sort of new strategy, maybe new personnel to try to turn this one around.
If you're head coach Bill Bergen for Clarkson, you are definitely happy as we are getting set for the start of the second quarter of action. We'll see if Oswego will be able to cut their way back in. As here we go, the draw is taken and won by Rhodes. But they're going to say Rhodes started a little too early on the faceoff, so also Sirota will take it for the Lakers as we'll see if they could try and at least steal some momentum from Clarkson that they have already built within that first quarter, as Elston has it, waiting for the rest of the offensive midfielders to come onto the field. And he will feed it over to Logan Postel, who we're starting to see at the midfielder spot, even though primarily he's an attacker. Elston the shot, bouncer, and that's just a little wide as he come on for the lefty sidearm shot, but it'll be backed up regardless.
We're going to have to see more action from Oswego starts. It's Elston, it's Starowitz, and it's Coney. Those are the three most dangerous guys on the Lakers attack. So when you're down, sometimes teams will start to rely on their best players, and that is something that Oswego should probably continue to try to do just to get something started.
And Hawkins just gets it over the midfield line, and now the Golden Knights will set up offensively. Fox trying to get it over the middle to the hole, but the pass is just redirected. Over the middle, he was trying to look for Kyle Gallagher, but nothing doing. So now the ball went out of play, so it'll be Lakers ball, as with possession, it is Keegan Stevens. Stevens gets it over the center field line, and now just got to wait for the substitutions to come on for Oswego's offense. As now with the ball getting set up, that's Emmett Starowitz, the junior. And he's being marked up by Ethan Hopkins, who is the offensive midfielder, 8-on-8. Shot and went down low, saved by Emerson. Good look for Elston, but Griffin Emerson denies him.
Yeah, very sudden shot there, but it's a promising sign for the Lakers that they were able to just get a pretty quality opportunity, if we're being honest, and get that opportunity so quickly.
And a good pass. Well, passing opportunity does not connect to Gallagher, as Gallagher was wide open in the hole. The defense was late for the slide, but the pass was off target. So now the Lakers will try to get the clear off, and just got passed by Coney, and it'll be picked up by Cone for the Golden Knights.
Yeah, bad turn. Not a good turnover there. Oswego is definitely going to have to start climbing back by number one, controlling possession and controlling the flow. Can't have those.
O'Rourke has it at the top, up top, and he's waiting for the rest of the substitutions to come on, and he feeds it over to Alfieri. And Hopkins returns back to the field, and he'll have it up top, being marked up defensively by Stachkovsky. And back up top on the feed, O'Rourke just got by him, and he's going to try and prevent it from going over and back. He's still battling for it, and it is going to be over and back. Good defensive work by Stachkovsky to force it, and he will take it for the Lakers.
Yeah, good pressure there. The Lakers definitely need a lot more of that, pressuring those times when Clarkson is on the perimeter.
And feed up top to Devine as he's waiting for the rest of the offensive substitutions to come on, as trying to get out of there was Logan Lynn, the LSM. Jones gets it to X. That's where LeClaire is, and he's being marked up by Garvey. Feeds it up top. The Starowitz. He gets inside leverage, trying to drive his way to the hole. But good slide by Garvey, trying to get to the middle, but the pass cannot connect. That was a good opportunity for the Lakers, but nothing doing. And once again, Clarkson will try and get the clear going.
Yeah, great job by Clarkson, recognizing that the Lakers want to try to run a similar action that they've been running, starting up on the perimeter and dunking it down to the guy right outside of the crease. Clarkson defense doing a good job of converging and breaking it up.
Alfieri with the ball, just waiting for more substitutions to come on. He sees Ozor cutting across the field. Nolan is on him, but nicely done. The last second, Colton Maher to pick him up and avoid him from cutting to the crease.
Maher showing us why he's the enforcer and the best defender on this team.
Now it'll be feed up top to Goyette. He already has scored his first career goal of his college career in this one to help the Lakers go up 2-0 earlier in the first quarter. And that cut in is Alfieri. Now tries to get up top, but the pass is a little off target to Strife. And the Lakers will pick up the loose ground ball, and they will try to get their clear going.
What a move there to get across half field there by Klutcha, even with a long stick.
Yeah, that was a little scary, and he did take a couple of whacks there too that were kind of questionable, I will admit. But the refs let it slide, and the Lakers will maintain possession of the ball as it's Starowitz up top, and he will feed it over to Postel. Postel carrying down left wing, fires a shot, and actually, Emerson sees it the whole way. And it'll be a save, and they did get the penalty. I did not see the flag. I was wondering what was going on, so it was a slow whistle. They did get the call for, looks like, slashing.
Yeah, so the first power play of the game for the Lakers, they obviously need to score here. And I would like to see them decrease their average depth of shot. They're taking too many shots out on the perimeter, so now maybe they're up a man. They can more methodically work their way closer to the net.
Shot in, that's saved by Emerson. That was an excellent chance for Coney, but nothing doing. But yeah, going into this, the man up for the Lakers. They have a 50% success rate. They went 3 of 6 in their first game. Going against a man down unit in Clarkson, that is the best in the Liberty League. In their one game, 3 for 3 and stopping the man up. And now they're going to try to look for the man down. Goal, the shot is just at the outside of the net. Syracuse was looking for his second goal of the game. But now the Lakers will get the clear going as 20 seconds is remaining on the man up as the man who was penalized for Clarkson, that was Alfieri. 10 seconds remaining. Elston has it up top, waiting for the substitutions to come on. Starwitz now on left wing, gets it at the top of the key to Elston. And that'll be it for the man up, so the Lakers will try and move quick. Elston goes to Coney. Shot, and he stains the top right corner. Hayden Coney on the sidearm lefty decides to make it tough for Emerson, going from right to left, and he buries it. And the Lakers get on the board with 8:49 left to go in the second quarter of action.
What a shot by the star of the Lakers. Coney again shooting from the exact same spot that his previous shot was blocked. You see him switch up the corner of the net, going to the near side post, and just precision placement into that corner. Lakers get on the board.
Much needed there to get some momentum, man. A false start going against Srota, so Clarkson will get it. That was critical.
Yeah, always got to see the first one go through. Then the team starts to believe that they can start the scoring onslaught. But great work by the Lakers offense there, and their best player does what he does best.
Goyette on the split dodge, try to go down the right wing, couldn't find anything. Now moves up top to as looking for the dodge. Goes with the roll dodge. That's Derek Torres. Over the middle of Goyette, and the shot. I think Seamus Ham might have got a piece of it with his foot. But since the goalie, it went off the goalie, Clarkson's going to let it roll out of bounds, so that will reset the shot clock. Now up top with the ball, that's Strife. Goes for the split dodge. Try to cut his way to the hole. Now Goyette in the left wing. Gets behind the Fox. Gonna try to drive his way to the hole. Goes for the turnaround, and he got it. Robert Fox switches hands on the little roll dodge he had and goes near side post, top left corner, lefty on the shot, and Clarkson responds with 7:54 remaining in the second quarter.
A highlight reel goal for Clarkson star. Man, that was just an incredible move, incredible spin, and great placement, too. I mean, point blank, the same spot that's been causing the Lakers problems all game, but just sometimes they can't teach skill, and Robert Fox showing us why he's Clarkson's number one offensive threat with that just incredible skill goal.
And another face-off win for Jamie Rose on the draw. And he's just trying to bully his way through, but can't find anything, so they'll just move the ball around and try and get the clear going. But Clarkson does a great job just moving not only quick off ball, but their feeds they're just very fast. Quick sticks pretty much is my old high school lacrosse coach would like to say. We practice quick sticks, and that's why. You get the defense opposition. No one was on Fox, and he pretty much had that whole corner of the crease wide open to himself to work with.
And guess what? 3 out of the 4 Clarkson goals have come from the exact same spot, the upper right-hand side of the crease.
As that spinner, and he will feed it off to Starwitz and get it back. Up top, his spinner is going to probably look for a dodge. Currently being marked up by Pokorski. Gets the shot, and that's saved by Emerson as he tried going down the left wing.
We'd like to see some more offensive sets from Oswego. I feel like a lot of times that they've been on the attack. Their attack has consisted of some fairly simple, either just run and shoot or one pass and shoot. We'd like to see some more set plays, more screens, and more actions that can get the ball to players closer to the net.
Yeah, I guess some more pick and roll action possibly in there. Find ways to get guys to cut to the crease. Find some openings because, again, like you said, they've just been going down the wing and firing. But you got to give credit to Clarkson defensively for doing a good job, for staying under their mans. Their slides have been perfectly timed, not letting anyone penetrate the hole. They have done an excellent job defensively.
Yeah, they're doing very well, keeping their shape, applying pressure, but still staying ahead. So Oswego definitely will need to look to mix it up the next time they go down the field.
Now the feed is up top to Fox as he's out of his attack position now at the top of the key. Moves over to Hopkins. Goes to the split dodge down the wing. And what a dodge! And another save from hand, but there is a flag in the air, and it's going to be going against the Lakers.
What an incredible split dodge there by Hopkins. Looks like he got through 3 men there. Doesn't get the goal, but as you said, draws the penalty. Great displays of individual talent by some of these Clarkson attackers. It's very impressive to see.
Yeah, he went for the little toe drag, but again, draws the penalty, so now they'll be on the 1 minute man up. As now with possession is Alfieri as they feed around again, looking at this special teams unit of the man up. The shot is saved by hand. Just to quickly say, the man up has not found any success yet this season for Clarkson. 0 for 2 going into this game, and they're facing a man down unit for Oswego that has been solid coming out of their first game. They had an 87.5 success rate, 7 of 8 on the man down in their first game of the season. So facing a very difficult man down unit as they get the ball over the center field line, but lose possession, and it's going to be Clarkson ball with 21 seconds left to go. As the penalty again went on Keegan Stevens. Looks like they called him for slashing, and now Clarkson might have one more chance to get a shot off on the man up with 4:50 left to go in the second quarter of action. If you're just tuning in, Clarkson up 4-1 over Oswego State for the Lakers men's lacrosse home opener, and the shot is just wide, so no man up goal for the Lakers as we are back to full strength. Chance in front, and there's the Hattie! No one picked up Robert Fox. Everyone just stood still, and right as they blew the whistle, Fox opened in the hole, buries it top right corner, and Clarkson increased their lead to 5-1.
That's the one man you cannot leave open if you are the Lakers. A great feed in. The pass was perfectly placed, and again, great work by Fox to get that shot in quickly in past hand. Just no chance for the Lakers keeper to react to that. But another goal coming from the exact same spot. Hate to sound like a broken record here, but 4 out of the 5 Clarkson goals have come within about a 2 feet radius of that upper right corner of the crease.
And Sroda will get the ball as there was a push in the back going against the Lakers. So again, Clarkson will have possession. But yeah, we're going to have Robert Fox going this game 3 points after his first contest, 2 goals, 1 assist, and he also lead the team in shots with 10 in the contest. So you knew going into this game he was going to be one of the top offensive threats, especially if you're watching film, if you're the Lakers defense, knowing you have to shut him down, especially because he's at X. And the shot goes off the iron.
33, Robert.
They'll be backed up by Fox as Goyer try to go for the step-down shot.
10 minutes, 23
Now Fox being marked up by Parada.
Fox from Duffus at 10:23.
Fakes the pass, and now he'll move it up top. Torres goes to the face dodge, try to move his way through, but excellent slide defensively for the Lakers as coming in to give some support. That was Alex Kleksha. And the shot saved from Seamus Hand. As now the Lakers will get their clear going. As Jack Lemon has possession and he gets it over to Hand, and now the field. Oh, a little low, but it was caught by Zarcone, the LSM. And now be moved over to Starwitz.
Let's see a proper offensive set here by the Lakers. We'd like to see a couple screens, couple high-low actions, maybe work with the X-Man behind.
Starwitz goes to the face dodge and now cycles it around. Tries to send a pass for Jones, and it just goes off the iron and out. Nobody picked him up. Great off-ball movement from the Lakers, but no dice. But
wow, I thought that one was in point-blank range. Just hit the post.
And now there's a loose ball, and it'll be picked up. Great defensive work from Clarkson as coming in to grab that ground ball for them was Joe Porto, who also created the cause turnover. And now Clarkson pushing for on transition here. As Fox gets it up top to Hopkins. Roll dodge goes to his left. Shot, and he gets it off the transition. Ethan Hopkins finds the right side of the net. And excellent transition goal for Clarkson as they go up 6-1 with 2:15 to go in the second quarter of play.
Yeah, great roll dodge as you mentioned. Clarkson showing their ability to push it in transition, and again amazing individual work by Hopkins there to get that one through.
And now taking the draw again is Rose, and it'll be kicked by Sroda, but he will not get to it first. But and it looks like a little bit of a pursue. And play was stopped, and that's going to be Golden Knights possession. As again, the faceoffs have not been the best so far, as Sroda is gone 1 for 9 at the faceoff dot. As now O'Rourke has it, gets to the top of the key to Alfieri.
Clarkson goal scored by number 8, Ethan Hopkins.
Waiting for his substitution to come on, and Alfieri will get it back to O'Rourke.
12 minutes, 45
Marked up by Devine.
Quarter. Hopkins unassisted.
Goes for the face dodge. Trying to drive his way through. Stops and gets it up top to Hopkins. Now he's going to try and cut his way through, but great slide on the defense for the Lakers. That was Lamon. Holly moves it up top. O'Rourke goes to his left. Roll dodge to his right. And then another excellent slide from Parada. And out going his way to the net, and what a save down low by Hand.
Incredibly fast shot there by Alfieri, but yes, Hand showing his reflexes. Looked like that one almost hit him in the helmet, but
I think it did. I mean, he was fixing his drop, so good work just to get the body down low and be able just to get a piece of it. But regardless, since it went off of him, went out of play, it is Clarkson ball. So shot clock will be reset with 1 minute remaining in this first half of action. Fox at X. Trying to move up high. He moves up top to Alfieri. Gets the shot, but does not get all of it. Good double team from Parada. And also he got some help defensively. And now the ball was loose, but he got some help from Klecha.
Look at the pursuit by Clarkson in the corner. 3 men on the ball.
And now they get possession, as now they'll probably try and just take their time here, maybe get one more shot, but a timeout will be called.
Yeah, they'll likely try to set up some sort of set play here to get us to the Brazil 7-1 by half if they can convert here. So for the Lakers, they'll just need to make sure to guard the area close by the crease and force a shot from the perimeter.
That's all they have to do, pretty much. Yeah, they cannot let any cuts in, and they have to be on time with their slides. The defense has to be active. It feels like the defense has just been one step behind the offense. The offense has done great with off-ball movement, pretty much baiting the defense, again, to move up high. It's the last thing you want to do. You need the defense to kind of be almost tightly packed, pretty much towards the hole, and but also, while also being able to have whoever is on ball pop out, stay on the hips, force passes out towards the perimeter and their shots. It's going to make things way easier, but this Clarkson team is just moving with excellent speed, accuracy on their passes. Again, they have clear threats up top. I mean, you see the athleticism Ethan Hopkins has. He is just the agility and the way he's able. His dodges are very crisp overall, which makes it really tough for whoever the defensive midfielders on him to be able to lock him down. So again, obviously that forces the slide up top. But obviously, if some of those slides to help fill in towards the hole are going to be slow, it's going to leave one of those big attack men open like Fox. And it's a big reason why he's got a hat trick in this contest. So timeout is over. Again, 30 seconds left to go in this second quarter of action. As now Goyette will have the ball up top, and he'll be marked up by Gavin Angelo. Angelo staying on him, and now they move it up top to Hopkins. And they'll cycle it around. The Golden Knights is behind goal line extended. It's actually moved up to Fox, and now to Hopkins. Tries to go one in the shot last second, and that is just wide, but it'll be backed up by Holly. So they have maybe one chance here to possibly get a shot off. Holly tries to center it, and behind the back, and the shot is just wide as the clock hits 0. What a scoring opportunity for the freshman Donnie Duffus, as he was looking for his first career goal, but nothing doing, as that'll be it going into halftime. Clarkson up 6-1 over the Oswego State Lakers.
Yeah, it would have been an incredible way to send us into halftime with that backhanded goal. But, yeah, Clarkson, as the score indicates, have just been dominating this game. Dominating with their offensive sets, putting the ball in dangerous areas, allowing their skill position, their most skilled players to have possession. So Lakers are definitely going to need to come up with a whole different strategy if they want to get back in the second half.
Absolutely. But before we get anything else, we're just going to take a quick break here from the Lakers Turf Stadium. The Lakers down 6-1 against the Clarkson Golden Knights. Don't go anywhere. We have the third quarter of action coming up here on WTOP 10. Well, the sun hasn't gone away, and we haven't either, as we have one more half of action left to go here at Laker Turf Stadium, as the Oswego State men's lacrosse team are here for their home opener against the Clarkson Golden Knights right now, going into the third quarter. Oswego State down 6-1. Cameron, what do you think the Lakers need to do to be able to come back from this deficit, and what does Clarkson need to do to maintain this lead and come away with the win to go 2-0?
Well, for the Lakers, it's going to have to start on the attacking end. Obviously, they need to get 5 goals. They need to set up more set plays, more screening actions, more high-low actions, maybe using the X-Man more to get those better opportunities in. And for Clarkson, they just need to continue their high-pressure game plan. They need to continue to maintain their defensive shape and control the ball out of the face-off, which they've done a very good job of doing so far.
Yeah, look at the face-offs right now. Jamie Rose for the Golden Knights, 8 from 9 right now. And now they're preparing for his 10th face-off going against Sprotas. And face-offs are one of the biggest dictators of how a game goes in lacrosse. As the draw is taken, and here we go for the start of the third quarter. As the draw is won, but Jones almost picks it out of the air. Got a piece of it, but not all of it. Almost disrupted the clearing attempt for Clarkson. But now they'll get set up as Syracuse has it. And now just got to wait for the rest of the offensive substitutions to come on for the Golden Knights.
Oswego's going to have to start forcing the issue in this situation. They can't just let Clarkson pass the ball around and waste time on the perimeter.
And now they'll get it up top as it's Alfieri. Trying to move his way through, gets to the Hopkins. He's thinking about passing, it goes to the roll dodge inside, and that is saved by hand. Good work, and he tried to get the pass to Angelo, was just behind him, and it's still loose, the ground ball. And Angelo will scoop it up, and he gets shoved by Garvey, but regardless, it'll be taken by LeClaire as he's going down the left wing. And now Oswego's offense will get set up. And if you're Clarkson, that's the right matchup you want on LeClaire, as the ball was a little loose off the passes. Good defensive work coming in from Cone to lock up Coney and force the pass to go out of bounds. So now that offensive possession ended quick, as now Clarkson will take over as they go on the clear. As O'Rourke goes for the face dodge, and now it'll be moved up top to Strife. Now Alfieri near the top of the key. Alfieri at the right wing, now up top, back to Strife. Mario Strife. Marked up by Keegan Stevens.
Clarkson very content. Just be patient on the outside to start their attacks later in the shot clock.
Stachkovsky on Torres, and now try driving in, nothing doing, and Fox will move it back up top. Gets over to the right wing. It's Alfieri. But good work by Stachkovsky just to keep him out towards the perimeter. Less than 30 seconds to go on the shot clock. Now Fox has all the room in the shot. My goodness, the power on that. But it was wide right. Nice little step down shot from him, but nothing doing. Less than 20 seconds to go on the shot clock. As Strife has it up top. Goes in for the dodge and now moves it over. Shot and stings the top left corner as the graduate Alfieri. Alex Alfieri scoring his second goal of the season. And the offense has not stopped rolling for Clarkson. Not slowing down one bit, up 7-1 with 12:38 in this third quarter.
Precision placing on that shot from the perimeter by Alfieri. That one looked like it went right in the top corner. It's just one that if you're the goalie, save his hand, it's very hard to save those, especially when they're coming so quick.
He just needs a little bit more defensive support. Alfieri didn't really have a lot of pressure on him. The slides, they'd be coming at pretty much whoever is the ball carrier a lot more quicker. As the draw was won successfully by the Lakers, and they'll get the clear going. As now, with possession of the ball, that's Zarcone, the LSM, and he carries it over the center field line. That's a little juke there that he put on Azara, and the Lakers offense will get set up as Allison leads it for Starwitz, who carries it up the left wing. And now we'll feed it down low Because now they'll get a play going as Star Wars is going to move up high. I think it looks like he's going to try and see if they can set up a pick. And no. LeClaire gets the pick from Star Wars, but good work by Garvey just to get around that pick. Now Elson has it.
Mario Strife. Time of the goal, 2 minutes, 22
And
seconds.
refs stop play, and it looks like Star Wars has some words with the ref. Couldn't fully see the stoppage was, but it's going to be a change of possession as Gallagher has it for Clarkson. And now Zara will move it up to Holly. Haven't really seen Holly do a whole ton so far. He was definitely one of the top guys in points going into this with 2 goals and assists. It's been kind of quiet, though, so far when it comes to goals, even though he honestly doesn't even have a point either.
Yeah, it just shows that Clarkson is a very, very diverse attack. So many star players, you don't need to rely on the same ones every time.
And the pass to Fox was a little off target, and Strife kind of just told him, my bad, that's on me. He knows it. And it'll be Oswego ball. Hand will carry it up. And he'll get the feed over the middle. McCollery, and he'll get it to Starwitz as now the substitutions come in.
We've seen some individual brilliance from Starwitz this game. Maybe that can be one of the ways that Lakers generate attack.
And Alston will now take it near the right wing, and he's being heavily pressured defensively. That was coming from Porto. Now Starwitz, marked up by Strife. And Starwitz is going to try and take it to the left wing. Oh, and what a nice little step dodge. And it goes with a roll dodge. Again for the roll dodge, but Azar with good defense. And the shot was blocked out of the air. And now going the other way with it for Clarkson. Look at the hustle from the big defense. Oh, and he just got blown up. My goodness.
Wow.
Yetzi got destroyed by Colton Maher. And the flags flew immediately after that, and more flags are flying. But my goodness, what a check from Maher. I mean, to me, that looked clean. It looked like he didn't hit him in the head. It looks like he just got the shoulder. But that was a brutal hit from Colton Maher. He's been making his physical presence known today.
That's the third time today that we've seen him completely just knock somebody to the ground. And, yeah, tough to tell from up here whether that was a penalty or not. You know, referees always are more inclined to call it with such a major collision that can injure an opponent. But, yeah, making his physicality known for sure.
So it's going to be a 1-minute penalty going against Maher. And Daly's trying to plead his case. He is not liking the call because also there was the penalty coming against Lamb, I think, for a hit as well. And head coach Andrew Daly is not happy with that.
Yeah, 6-on-4 now. Oswego is going to have to pull off a miracle to defend this.
Yeah, that is not what you want to go now, as you're down to only 4 defensemen for the next minute of play. So now substitutes come on as Angelo will step on. Makes sense, so at least with the man down. And already there was an opportunity we saw from Clarkson on the man up in this contest, but we're not successful as they're right now. Looks like I think the refs are just discussing things over, or maybe I think that they might have started a little too early. So nope, they're just adjusting the penalty. So it's going to be a 1-minute 30-second 2-man advantage for Clarkson. So it's going to be a 30-second penalty going against Lamon. Fox will move it to Holly at X. Cycle it around. Goyette gets it to Fox. Now back up to Goyette. Still cycle it around. Fox moves it down low behind X. And shot. The ball was just loose as he tried to dive in for the shot. That was Duffus, and nothing doing as he was basically, we could see him box across, diving near the crease. And now Oswego will try and clear it out.
Yeah, amazing reflex there by Seamus Hand. Point blank is really hard to stop those.
And, oh my goodness, just a D-twig and a huge hit from Clarkson, as now they're going to try and push for offense here with 9 seconds left to go and the man up. As they only have the one-man advantage. The shot saved! Excellent work from Hand. And the Lakers will come away with it. So, yeah, correction, it was just a 30-second man up for, well, the two-man advantage, and then they still had the other minute left to go. But good work from the man-down unit of Oswego to kill both of those penalties off.
Yeah, they played a very good zone-style defense while maintaining the pressure, but would not be possible without those two great saves from Hand.
Yeah, and as you saw, Angelo, his stick was de-twigged as he was trying to clear the ball out. And it was a little scary there in that back end of that man up for the Lakers, but they were able to hold their own. And that's also giving credit to Seamus Hand, who was keeping his defense in it. As now, with the possession of the ball for Clarkson. Shot is just a little wide left from Alfieri. Looking for a second goal of the game, but it'll be backed up by Holly. 54 seconds to go on the shot clock. Holly moves it to Fox, and he'll get at the top of the key to Alfieri. Now O'Rourke. McAllery has him marked up. Now Hopkins tries to get by Enzo on the shot, and that's saved by Hand.
Good action there by Clarkson, the pick and pop, and then the drive in by Hopkins, but just too easy for Hand. Point blank range, but right at him.
Lamon will get the ball over the center field line off the feed. And play is stopped. It looks like it's going to be an offside call going against the Lakers. And now it is going to be Clarkson possession. Again, just some of these miscues with just the substitutions have been a killer for the Lakers so far in this contest.
Yeah, they're going to need to maximize every attack from now on. Can't be having those.
7:23 left to go in the third quarter of action. If you're just tuning in, Oswego State down 7-1 against Clarkson, the Lakers' home opener in men's lacrosse action. As we have a slow whistle, it looks like it's going to be for a late substitution and another killer of a penalty going against the Lakers. As now Goyette has possession. Actually, no, not Goyette. He was coming on, but Strife has it. Now over to Fox, setting up for the shot, and what a rip from Robert Fox. 1, 2, 3, 4 goals, count them, for Robert Fox, up 8-1 now for Clarkson as they just continue to roll with 6:53 remaining.
Well, yeah, what a shot that was. The fourth goal, as you mentioned, for Fox, and man, the Lakers, if you can't leave the Clarkson Golden Knights best player wide open like that, they gave him way too much time, and the velocity that he can put on those shots is just so impressive. Impossible for Seamus Hand, no matter how good he is, to stop those kind of shots.
Just those low to high shots. He has so much power on them, so effective. And with that goal, it kills off the possible penalty. So no man up for Clarkson as Zora gets knocked down. And Stachkovsky was playing really physical, got the ball loose.
Clarkson goal scored by number 33, Robert.
And it is going to be Lakers ball. Excellent work from Stachkovsky, the freshman midfielder. As now the Lakers will have possession, but they seriously need to find a way to get that offense set up and at least get guys through towards the hole.
Yeah, struggling to get it out of their own half now. Good pressure by Clarkson, not giving them up anything easily, even playing from ahead.
Like I said, that ride is very aggressive of Clarkson. They do a good job, again, just staying on the hips, not really over-pursuing. And they are very disciplined with their stick checks. As now with the ball for the Lakers, that's Logan Postel. And he moves it down low. The Axe now spinner has it. Goes for the roll dodge. He gets some room going for the spin dodge again, but great slides offensively from Oswego State. That was Steve Getzy. The Lakers still maintain possession with under 30 seconds to go on the shot clock. Starwitz feeds down to Jones. Trying to go for the spin dodge, and he gets bullied on his way down. Good defensive work coming in from the physical play. That was from Kyle Gallagher as he knocked him down the D midi. And now Fox has it. Now the cutter wide open. Shot down low. And that's in. That's Mario Strife left all open on transition. Second transition goal of the day for Clarkson. And they go up 9-1 with 5:21 remaining in this third quarter of action.
Man, a tough sequence for the Lakers. It looked like they had a good offensive movement going in. There was Jones. Jones gets leveled, and then, as you said, the counterattack does very well, and good patience on the counterattack. Not just wrestling a shot with the first man, but finding Strife in the middle for the wide-open direct shot on goal. 6
unanswered goals for Clarkson so far as another draw win for Jamie Rhodes, as he's going to try and push it on transition. Now Fox was a little high. Now Fox does it again from Holly. And we have another penalty. It looks like it's going to be going against the Lakers again, I think, for a late substitution.
Time of the goal, 9 minutes, 39 seconds.
Might have been, I don't think it was for a late substitution. Might have just been for a legal check.
9:39.
Couldn't
Yeah,
fully
not
see.
entirely, sir.
And the pass, almost just got by Alfieri, but he's able to get it, so it'll be a slow whistle. As Alfieri marked up defensively by Stevens. He gets by him, and he'll move it up top to O'Rourke. Spin dodge from O'Rourke. And tries to get the feed over successfully. That's to Hawkins. Ethan Hawkins gets it to X, to Fox. 30 seconds on the shot clock. O'Rourke. Trying to move his way in, but Angelo does a good job of staying with him on near his hips. As Holly now has it at X. Being marked up by Stevens, trying to move his way through. Tries to go up high, now gets it to Hawkins. Less than 15 seconds to go on the shot clock. And what a stick check from Maher. But Clarkson still has it. 5 seconds to go on the shot clock. Shot from O'Rourke, bouncer, and that's in! That fooled Seamus' hand on the shot as O'Rourke goes righty with less than 3 seconds left on the shot clock. James O'Rourke finds the top left corner. 7 unanswered goals for Clarkson as they go up 10-1 with 3:59 left to go. Back-to-back goals killed off penalties.
Did not expect that one to get by hand, but yeah, as you mentioned, those shots that start with a bounce far from the goal and then shoot up high can be really tricky for the keepers. So yeah, great precision work there from O'Rourke.
Yeah, those bounce shots are tough because each turf, the ball bounces differently depending on the kind of turf it is. So it is really difficult sometimes if you're a goalie just to see how the ball off the shot is going to bounce based on the trajectory. It's really difficult overall, and being able to adjust to it last second. That's why bounce shots have been so effective in being able to get goals. As Syracuse, who scored the first goal of the contest, gets it over to Fox.
And we see Clarkson with yet another possession coming out of the face-off. It's really incredible the work they've done to get the ball first after goals.
They just stayed in the defensive end of the Lakers the whole time because, again, of Jamie Rose just winning these face-offs. As the little spin dodge came from Strife, as the Golden Knights will cycle it around. Little dodge from Torres. Now gets it to Goyette. Now Strife. Try to go down the wing. 20 seconds to go on the shot clock. Fox up top. Maybe looking for a possible pick, but nothing. Here comes Torres. Goes for the split dodge. Fires the shot, and it's just wide right. It'll be backed up successfully by Syracuse with 11 seconds to go on the shot clock. Syracuse. Roll dodge, gets it up top. Shot from Holly is wide left, and it's going to be again backed up by Oswego, by Clarkson, but they're probably not going to do anything with 3 seconds on the shot clock. Just going to let it roll off to the side, and it's going to be a turnover as the Lakers will take over as the clock hits 0.
Clarkson more than content to just be patient with their possessions, shoot the ball with 10 or fewer seconds left on the shot clock, playing with such a big lead. They might just be trying to run this one down.
There's a couple of stats that we ought to mention that have really shown how this game has gone. So face-offs Jamie Rose has won 12 of all 14 draws. And not only that, you can see the offensive production for the Golden Knights, not just based off of goals, but the shots. Total shots, they are outshooting the Lakers 42-13. And for shots on goal, outshooting the Lakers 27-9. Absolutely unbelievable. As Garvey almost got pickpocketed there, but Clarkson will maintain possession, and they'll get their clear going, and it's successful as for a moment there, Alfieri had to kind of dive to try and be able to get the ball that was a little low on the pass. And Holly will have it on the right wing.
10 goals on 27 shots is actually the exact stat line that happened in the last game for the Lakers. Seamus Hand saving most of the shots that he faces.
And what a nice spin dodge from Hopkins. And he is just being attacked by Maher, but he has some room. And good slide coming in late for the Lakers. Chance over the middle. Hopkins trying to get out of the air. The pass is a little high, and he gets de-twigged, Hopkins. Good defensive work from Maher. And it's going to be going the other way for the Lakers. As Hand will have possession.
Maybe we'll see Hand push up more like we saw him do in the first period.
And the feed of Jones was just a little low, and you can tell LeClaire is really kicking himself for that, as that was a good chance for Jones to possibly move around behind X and really get the offense going. They were moving with pace as we have under a minute to go in this third quarter of action. As Torres carries it over the center field line. Torres moving to the top of the key. Now Goyette will have it.
Be waiting for the last shot of the period once again.
And yes, they are. So we'll have Strife go up top towards the face-off circle with 20 seconds to go, and he's being marked up by Spinner. Gets by next Spinner, and they'll just keep moving it around. Approaching the 10-second mark. As there's Holly, top of the key to Torres. Goes with a split dodge, fires a shot, and he gets the bouncer in. Derek Torres with 4.7 seconds to go as the onslaught continues. Clarkson up 11-1 in this third quarter of action.
Yeah, so some really great action there on the left side, on the right side of the net. Yeah, I thought the Lakers were going to hold on. They had good switching of man marking earlier on in that possession, but yeah, just great work. And again, that bounce.
And the draw is taken still. Balfour, the ball is loose, and Clarkson will come away with it, and that will do it for the third quarter of play. As, my goodness, Clarkson went on a roll in that quarter alone. As if you're looking at all the goals that were pretty much scored in that third quarter, all five, pretty much with all the goals that pretty much has happened ever since Coney's goal, Clarkson is on an 8 unanswered goal streak right now. You're down 10 as Oswego. What needs to be done for them to try and get back into this game before it's reach?
I mean, it would take something monumental for them to have a chance of catching up. But as in any sport, when you're trailing by a lot, you have to consider it as a one by one. You can't get all 10 goals at once. So Oswego is going to really have to start running their offensive sets better, maybe trying to play in transition a little more, and just getting those balls in closer to the net. And when they don't have the ball, applying more and more pressure to Clarkson. They can't just let Clarkson take up all 80 seconds of the shot clock like we saw them do 2 times to end that final quarter, and let Clarkson just run down the clock. So a higher rate of pressure and a more systemized offense if the Lakers want to get anything back here.
Absolutely, and as we're getting close to the final start of the quarter, another stat that's definitely also really dictated how this game has gone. I know I mentioned earlier that the clears have not been consistent in success rate for Oswego. The ride has been really physical and aggressive from Clarkson, which is definitely the way to go, especially if you have guys that have speed and are great with stick checking. you look at the stats right now for clears, the Lakers are 11 of 21 on clears. So pretty much around the 50% mark, which is lower than what they had going into this game. Going in, they had a 68.4 success rate in the clears.
It just shows that Clarkson is a very high-pressure team. Very effective strategy.
And here we go for the start of the final quarter of play as another face-off win from Jamie Rhodes. He has just been on fire and been an unsung hero for Clarkson in this game. As now Alfieri has it at the top of the key. Alfieri being marked up defensively by Devine. Alfieri goes for the roll dodge. Moves it up top to Hopkins, and now it's O'Rourke. He's already got a goal to his name. Goes for the spin dodge. Goes for the shot on the bouncer, and it almost goes in, but hits the crossbar.
What a stats, wow.
And now going the other way with it for the Lakers as Angelo. And he'll move it over as the offense tries to get set up. As with the ball for the Lakers, that's Coney. As he is well out of his attack spot. Being marked up defensively by Dylan Cone. Here's Coney to Starwitz. Wait for the rest of the substitutions to come on as Spinner comes on. Starwitz trying to go down the lane. Good defensive work from Alfieri not to give him any room. And he just got pickpocketed by Garvey out of nowhere. Did not see him coming, and what a great cause turnover from Garvey.
Incredible defensive work, especially against Starwitz, who we've seen have some brilliant moments of individual skill.
And then one thing you have to worry about Garvey, he was coming into the game with 3 caused turnovers, first on the team. One of the better guys defensively on this team, and not only that, his turnovers per game, which is 3, ranks first in all of the Liberty League. And you're looking at his game today again. He's right now has 3 caused turnovers in this one as well. And feed down low, going down low, and what a save from Hand on the shot from Fox. Fox was looking for his 5th of the game, went low to low through the 5-hole. Good work by Hand just to get down low to make that save. Almost like he's a hockey goalie dropping into the butterfly. Stevens has it for the Lakers as he takes it behind goal line extended at X. Goyette has him marked up. Goes for the dodge, and good work by Goyette just to stay on the hips and push against it. And he will just feed it off to Postel. Logan Postel moves it up. As that's going to be Spinner who has it at the face-off circle. And it's marked up by the long pole of Porto. And out of nowhere, and he just gets wrecked. Look out. What a hit from C.J. Krug. As coming in was LeClaire, and he got blown up. He did not see that coming in at all, and the ball goes out of play. And actually, so that it's going to be a, are they going to call as a penalty? Like, the play was stopped.
Yeah, penalty. Definitely looked like an illegal check there.
Yeah, because it was basically almost like a blindside hit. I mean, Krug, because pretty much LeClaire did not see that. So my guess it's probably going to be at least a 1-minute penalty going against Clarkson for that. No, they're actually saying it's going to be 30 seconds, so man up possible chance here for the Lakers. They are 0 for 1 so far on the man up.
Again, see if they can get anyone inside close to the crease with the ball.
As Postel will have it on the left wing, but if you're the Lakers, you have 11:45 left. You need to score on this. Get some momentum. You need to break this unanswered goal streak that Clarkson's developed. Chance in front for Smith, and that is no good as Griffin Emerson touched it last as Trey Jones is trying to get it, but deflected away by Cone last second. So Jones will move up to Coney. On the top of the key, now here's Postel with 13 seconds to go. Shot, and what a ripper. That is just high and wide. That was coming from Spinner, really backed up by Trey Jones.
It's the right idea, though, getting shots way closer.
6 seconds to go. Coney, top of the key. Fakes the pass from Starwitz. And now we're back to even straight. And great cause turnover once again from Garvey. His 4th of the game, as now Clarkson's pushing transition. Fox and Hill hesitate, so they will not try and see if they can score transition. And all alone is Syracuse. Bouncer, and that trickles in. No one on Syracuse as he goes towards the 5-hole, and Hand gets a piece of it off the leg and in his 2nd goal of the game, as it's 12-1 Clarkson on the 2nd goal from Peter Syracuse.
Yeah, just a lapse in defense there from Oswego. Semi-transition play. Syracuse doing a very good job of getting in that same dangerous position that he got his first and the first goal of the game. It did look like Hand was going to have it saved, but just rolled out of his stick and into the back of the net. A little unfortunate there.
I think it just went off his leg. He got a piece with the leg, but it just rolled over the goal line. And it looks like a false start on the face-off. The Lakers, and now a cause turnover created by Clarkson as Cone was able to get in some help there. Him and Garvey have been impactful as the shot is just wide right on the bouncer that came from Andrew Pekorski. Holly has it on the right wing. Again, last time these two teams faces was last year on March 5th as Oswego State fell 15-6. Corey O'Connor recorded a hat trick for the Lakers in the loss, but also it was a game as similar today. Robert Fox went off 2 goals, 2 assists in that game last year. But today he already has 4 goals. Hopkins does a little hesitation on Angelo, spins around up top. He'll move it to O'Rourke. O'Rourke carrying it along the left wing, cuts to the hole, fires the shot, and the bouncer's a little high, but it'll be backed up by Holly with 29 seconds to go on the shot clock and under 10 minutes to go in the contest.
Good adjustment by Hand to save the bouncer there.
And chance in front, and the shot just goes off the iron from Fox. Tried going low to low as he was getting knocked down. Nothing doing. He beats everything but the post.
Another great, quick, low shot by Fox off of receiving a pass.
The good news is for Clarkson that shot went off the post. It resets the shot clock, so they got some time to work with. That's Alfieri gets it to O'Rourke and had a little trouble with the ball on the feed, but just gets it off in time to Hopkins as Maher was applying the pressure. Now the top of the key to Holly, and now Alfieri on the sidearm shot just wide as he was being double-teamed by Maher and Stachkovsky.
Yeah, those are the kind of shots Oswego is going to have to force more of.
Yeah, keep him at the perimeter as under 20 seconds to go on the shot clock as Alfieri is just going to take his time and go to the face-off circle. Marked up by Maher. He gets by Maher trying to move his way through. Centers it. Syracuse. And he gets the hat trick. Peter Syracuse, top right corner. 2 players already for this Clarkson team have hatties on the day. And the train is still going. They're not pumping the brakes whatsoever, Clarkson. Up 13-1.
And you can't blame him for not pulling the brakes either. I mean, there's still almost 9 minutes left in the game. But yes, incredible positional work by Syracuse. All 3 of his goals have come from pretty much the exact same spot. And his teammates have found him well, but he's continued to put himself in a dangerous position. And Oswego still with no answers for it.
And another face-off win for Rhodes. This again in Syracuse, he was just open back door, and again, the second time we've seen a goal like that, where pretty much defense gets sucked up. They kind of leave Syracuse as they kind of almost forget about him, and then they're just able to get the feed off on as whoever the man is up top that's driving in, cutting to the crease. He sees him open, just gets the feed off and buries it. It's going to be a goal almost 99% of the time in any of those situations. As the Lakers carried over the center field line, and looks like a late check to the heads going against Clarkson. As Stevens will get off to Spinner. Spinner at the face-off circle. being marked up defensively by Pekorski. He was looking at trying to feed it to Postel, but he is marked up by Krug. Now feed towards the middle, and the shot. Ball was loose as they were looking on that feed over to Ryan Behringer, and now since the Clarkson took the ball, play will stop. It's going to be penalty going against Clarkson.
New keeper in for the Lakers. It's Tyler Novak coming in relief duty of Seamus Hand. He was 6-0 last year. Novak was is another senior, so definitely a goalie with some skill and experience for the Lakers. Coming in relief as this game is very clearly over.
And it's not over just yet, as the shot is just wide from Coney. As looks like it was a 30-second penalty. It looks like it's going to be an offside call that was going against, by the looks of it, Charlie Preheim, who we haven't called his name so far. As another shot coming from Postel, and what a save from Emerson. Just switching sides with of where his stick is to be able to go under and get that save, as Clarkson successfully kills off the man-up opportunity once again. But yeah, looking at the stats here for Novak, hasn't played at all yet this season, but again, like you said, he's had good experience in the past with the Lakers, so makes sense to go to him as your second option. And again, Hand's confidence, I'm sure, has definitely taken a hit with a number of goals it's been let up. I mean, his defense hasn't been able to provide the support. It's best that you take Hand out to avoid the situation getting any worse for him. As the ball is being fed around, as we're starting to see some more of the backups, and as there's a turnover as taken by Maher, and now the Lakers will take over.
Yeah, both teams starting to go to more of their reserves. Get some of these guys on the very long bench that lacrosse teams have. Get them some playing time. Get them in, although the Lakers still rolling with some of their starting attackers like Spinner, who is the ball right now. Regardless,
I will give credit to Hand. I mean, outside of the goals given up, 19 saves for him in this game, giving him a 59.4 save percentage. So overall, very solid numbers as towards the hold. The bounce shot is just a little wide left. Because on that shot, that was coming from Max Weeks. Split dodge from Jones. Trying to go in around, and the shot is saved. And also, Emerson is not in net, as well as Kozlowski will take over in net for Clarkson. So we got two new goalies for both sides. Kozlowski has it behind the cage at X. Bergeron will take it and get set up for the clear. And now carrying all on the right wing for Clarkson, that's Jake Bennett. Now the offense will try and get set up here as Preheim is out there, and now nearing the 5-minute mark. Staney has it, and he'll fit it up top. Try to cut it through, but couldn't find anything, and so he will just leave it off for Wesson. And the shot was just deflected, and now they're trying to race to recover the loose ball, and they'll keep it with 60 seconds left to go on the shot clock as it was reset off the shot.
Yeah, another shot hitting the post there from Clarkson.
Wesson feeds it over down low as a nice little spin dodge was coming from Baccaro. Now taking it X is Parker Leary, the junior. Tries to get it up top. Step down shot, and that goes in down low. Sam Weston gets his first career goal of all of his college career as he gets the shot bottom right corner past Novak. Congratulations to the kid as Clarkson goes up 14-1 with 4:28 left to go in the fourth quarter.
And it's a picture-perfect goal. You could see that his eyes were lighting up when he saw himself getting the ball at the top of the key. There was no man right on him. He cocked it back, shot it forward. There was a lot of velocity, not a whole lot that Novak can do there. And yeah, what a great way to get your collegiate scoring career. Often rolling a shot with so much space as your team is up now 14-1.
And it looks like we got a false start off the draw going against Sirota, so now it is going to be Clarkson ball again. Yeah, Wesson was wide open in the hole there, and it's tough for Novak having to go from top right from where you are with the stick side to the opposite stick side and down low to try and make that save. Try to go for the kick save, but was just a little off on it and was able to get in for Weston. As now Clarkson will try and get set up again offensively, as with possession is Pokorski. Feeds it off to Staney. Staney trying to get through down the right wing past Angelo. And I'll just cycle it around as the feed goes back up top to Wesson. Now feed over Pokorski, try to go towards the hole, but good defensive work from Stevens, staying on his hips, boxing him out. And now taking it is Preheim, who will take Angelo with him at X with 25 seconds to go on the shot clock. Preheim can't find anything, and they draw the double team to Lamon. And a shot, and that is just wide left. It was a good opportunity for Staney. Nobody on him, but he'll be backed up successfully by Clarkson with 10 seconds to go on the shot clock. Trying to drive his way through, and Novak stuffs that on the shot from Preheim. And now the Lakers will try and clear it as Stevens. We're going to carry it over the center field line, and he will do so with under 3 minutes to go.
See if the Lakers can get another one on the board. Did not even realize you didn't have the ball there.
And it was a good cause turnover created there from Stevens, as now the ground ball is loose. Still loose. No one has full possession of it. Now Stevens gets it back as they turn over the ball and got right back off on the clear. And that feed cannot be secured as they're looking for Sam Coleman, the freshman. And now Kozlowski will get the clear going for Clarkson. A successful feed to Baccaro. As he's waiting for the rest of the substitutions to come on, as nearing the 2-minute mark as Baccaro has the top of the key. Baccaro will feed it off towards near the right wing to Staney. Trying to get the offense set up. And Staney will take it. Fakes the shot. Drives in. Bounce shot is just high over. I think that little hesitancy really fooled the defense of Oswego. And now a chance out in front. Going his way through. And what a stuff from Novak.
Yeah, great work there. Leaving the crease, meeting the attacker where his stick is to prevent that one from going in. Minute 4 to left. Let's see if the Lakers can get just one more to go. You definitely want to leave this game with more than just one goal, even though you're down so much. But again, they lose possession. Yeah,
I mean, you gotta give credit to Clarkson's defense. They've been phenomenal in this against Garvey with 4 caused turnovers, and then you look at the net, actually wrong player. I'm looking at Oswego State. Here we go for goalies. Emerson, 10 saves, only allowing the one goal, 9. What's going to be pretty much .909 save, 90.9 save percentage, and then just Kozlowski already has a save. Goalies have also helped out the defense a lot, but overall, you got to give credit to the defense and their slides and just being able to be aggressive with the stick checks in this contest for Clarkson.
Yeah, they've been able to keep their shape and keep up their high-pressure approach. It was clear that was the game plan.
Chance out in front, and the shot looks like got redirected at the last second. I think might have went off the helmet of Novak or got popped out. And now Maher will clear it out as refs will stop play. I think they're trying to, they're just resetting not only resetting the shot clock, but also, looks like it's going to be, they're still saying it's going to be Oswego ball. So they were just adjusting the shot clock. As with the ball is going to be Stevens with 46.7 seconds to go. Stevens being marked up by Leary. And he gets it across. He'll just hang on to it as he's marked up by Strife. And nice stick check from Strife as he gets the call sort over, but the ball is loose. As the ground ball is going to be taken by Clarkson thanks to the help of Raranote Marcal, the native. And now moving his way through. Nicely done to just get through two bodies there. That was coming from CJ Krug. Less than 10 seconds to go, hitting the 5-second mark. And they'll just hang on the ball as Baccaro. And that is going to do it. Clarkson moves on to 2-0 this season, and the Lakers suffer their first loss at home, dropping this game against Clarkson 14-1. You knew going into this game it was going to be a tough contest when having to face a team like Clarkson.
Yeah, but I don't think anyone could have predicted this. I mean, Oswego is certainly a quality team, but Clarkson showing why they are one of the perennial contenders and just able to control the pace of the game. They were able to win pretty much every single face-off, put the ball in the dangerous areas more frequently, and had a stellar defensive performance as well for a dominant victory.
And before we sign off here, we're going to take a look at the quick stats that were noticeable in this game. And I think this one stat really tells it all. Shot, as it's 58-19 in shots for Clarkson, as that really tells the story of this contest. But that's going to do it here from us, from the Laker turf here at Oswego State. The Lakers fall 14-1 against the Clarkson Golden Knights. I'm Braden Peters, your play-by-play commentator, alongside with my color commentator, Cameron Carvalho. Have a good day, everyone, from WTOP 10.